Our junior roster for me and for the Soli team means longevity, sustainability, the future. Coaching our junior division is a little bit different than coaching the other models and the other actors. It's been a learning curve for me because I went in with this false expectation that they're going to show up and their talent, and that's what I'm getting when they walk through those doors. But I got them with their attention running here and there, and then they thought it was like a play date with the other friends. So then I had to reel them in, and this is not a play date, this is where you come to learn the skills now. And then once I see them shift into that, then I shift the way I coach them. So it's been good, challenging, but I guess all of that comes if you want something great. For some of the youth that came to the agency and they were either in the 14 or 15 age range or even 13, they didn't want to be in the juniors because they were with the younger ones, 5 and 8 and all of that, but they were ready to get out of that particular part of the division. And that also is not just based on age, it's based on how fast you grow from the coaching sessions and how developed you are. So even for the younger ones, based on how fast they were moving, I would just push them into the other groups, and they love that because you're 14 and you're heading into the adult division of the coaching aspect of it, and for them it was, okay, I'm not a kid anymore.
When I look at the young people that I get to work with and I look at my own children, the way they're taking charge of their own experience, the way they're understanding their ability and their own power, I think that they're not gonna wait for society to recognize their value and their worth. I think they're gonna do great things themselves.
My name is Kilana Mendez-Menden. I'm 16 and I was signed to Soli Productions 3 years ago. My cousin models with me in the junior division, and her and I are best friends. Her name is Chancey Munden.
My real name is Chance, but I didn't like it. I just liked Chancey better.
She loves this so much. Like, this is her favorite thing.
My biggest dream is to be on the cover of Vogue. That'd be crazy.
She loves being a model and she loves getting her makeup done. She also loves to show how we are all like a big family.
One of our new models, her name is Jamie. She is my friend. I went to school with her.
Having Chancey with me was really nice because, it's someone to rely on, and she's been doing it for a while. I'm a pretty nervous person, so to have someone knowing that they believed in me really helped me believe in myself.
It's so nice to have somebody around that going into it, and then you can grow together in the industry and see each other grow and see each other model for amazing things and do amazing things with their lives.
I love how we're seeing more of different people, not just people that look like me, people that look like Soli, because it's so much better. The younger kids who get to see that have a better understanding of anybody can do this. Anybody can really go for whatever they want and push to their dreams.
Chauncey, there was something about her that my spirit took.
You look fashionable.
Chauncey is very committed to this career because it's her plan it. And that drive that she has is something that's inspirational for me. And she's hungry for an industry where she sees as her safe space.
When I was 15, I feel like I was a lot more insecure because I would say I was a model and I had kind of a little bit of highlights. I didn't have much modeling experience yet. I just remember people being you're not a model type of thing, kind of just hating on me, and I was just oh, maybe I'm not that good and I'm not gonna actually make it somewhere.
She got a lot of hate, so she came in with all that burden on her and didn't want to tell people she was modeling, but secretly that was her it. that was all for her. She just broke down one day, and from that point is when our connection got a little bit stronger, because she felt that safe zone with me, and I think with the other models too, and they were all there pushing her on, because teenagers can be brutal. I think social media, it's that two-edged sword where it's amazing to get out there and it's amazing to connect with people and see different cultures. It's also, unfortunately, a way for them to be attacked based on their values or their viewpoints and the way they look. So it's a really tricky space. Now they're all there with their phones in their hands, and you're seeing this perfect version of what they're supposed to look like, and they're looking back at themselves and it's like, I'm not that. And then there's filters now. So you're filtering up all of your images, and then you look in the mirror and that's not the girl you're going or guy you're resting with. That's not the person who's in your quiet time.
Girls who are, maybe they want to look like somebody and like they'll Photoshop. Like, you're beautiful just how you are. You don't need to do all that stuff. You don't need to like put these filters over photos.
The Chauncey today is out there, shouting from the rooftop, this is what I want to do. I know she still probably struggles, which we all do at certain points, but it isn't to the level where it's going to deter her from this journey. So I see a very confident Chauncey moving into the industry.
I would like tell myself, like, don't listen to anybody. Like, you know who you are. Focus on like what you're passionate about. Yeah, I definitely tell myself to like just take a deep breath. Yes, it's hard, but there's so many more things that I'm going to accomplish.
She holds a special place in my heart. She is the founder of Purple Day Epilepsy Awareness Campaign. Just an amazing young woman.
Hi, I'm Cassidy. I'm an actress and a cheerleader. 2 years ago, I found out that I had epilepsy. I was so scared and felt so alone. I had an idea. We could have a special day when everybody could show kids with epilepsy that were not alone. Wear purple on March 26th to show you care.
I started Purple Day a year after being diagnosed, a year and a bit after being diagnosed with epilepsy myself. And the struggle of speaking out about that, with all like the taboo topics, all the stigma and discrimination with it. I didn't really know anyone else who had it, so I was like, thought I was the only one with it, so I was very alone with it. I didn't want them to feel how I did. So that was my main reason for starting it. And it's important to know that it's okay to talk about, and that they aren't alone in this journey, that everything they're feeling, others felt, and they're feeling too. Kind of makes it easier to talk about too, knowing that.
Very proud to be, to have worked with Cassidy on many Purple Day galas. Cassidy is very, very special. I think wow, it's almost hard to explain how important, how amazing Cassidy is, to show how much good can be done by one person. She's very talented, a beautiful soul.
She's so authentic, so genuine with her approach to help others, learn about it, and the ones who are, dealing with, this on a daily, feel normal.
Always thinking, how can one person just be so fantastic and so influential and so pure and just has such a can-do attitude and want to make such a difference.
She has 6 chronic health issues. She talks about epilepsy, but she has kidneys, asthma, blood, heart.
One of my doctors referred to me as a kangaroo one time, because kangaroos, they can't jump back, so if they meet an obstacle, they either go over or around, or they're not gonna move. So I always find ways around things. Dedication and hard work
When I think of Cassidy, I think of courageous. Putting yourself in a position where you have to speak on something, on a topic or an issue that is so misunderstood, takes a lot of courage, but it takes a team. It takes building support around yourselves to be able to do that. If we're really gonna expose what it's really like, whether that is live with epilepsy or to be a Black model in this industry or to build a living around your art, you need to be true. Like what you're putting out there has to reflect what your true experience is. She comes as she is every time. So you get a real sense. And then you get to see all of the incredible things that she's able to do as well. Yes, it's a struggle to live with epilepsy, but I'm a model and I'm a spokesperson and I'm out here inspiring people all around.
In 2008, and I was motivated by my own.
It's really about being transparent and being authentic and true.
Being part of Soli Productions has given Cass the confidence that she didn't have before.
Everyone's super supportive. It's like a whole community that's behind you in everything you do.
She wasn't shied away because this space was off limits to her, and the market would have made it something that she couldn't access easy.
With Cass, her epilepsy and her health issues she's never felt like they're an issue in this world. She's been in worlds where it has been. She's never felt that here. She feels that she has found her niche, and whatever adventure she's going off to, they support her.
And I met her mom the same time with her, and they have become family. They're part of Soli, they're part of the fiber of who we are.
First time she met Soli, she walked in with a baggy sweatshirt, baggy sweatpants, and that was Cass, and it still is Cass. We were at an organization and they were doing a fashion fundraiser. They asked Cassidy if she wanted to model. She said, sure.
So Salitha walks in and I'm like, oh, she means business.
I saw the hesitation in her. She's never done it before.
I'm in like yoga pants and a hoodie. Like I'm not model-esque at all. Never was.
But I was like, I'm a coach. I can do wonders on the runway with my models or aspiring models. I got her immediately walk for me, and she did. Most people are timid and like shy, and this is throwing her into something that she's never even thought of. But she had the courage to just get up and walk for me.
And I remember like staying in the line shaking, like so nervous. And Salitha just there clapping us all along, like encouraging us, like, you got this.
Seeing her walk the first time on the runway, like she walked out and I was like, holy crap.
After that show was when I realized, wow, this is so much fun, the energy, the environment, the community. So I talked to Salitha about like continuing more. That was 2015. So like me and Salitha have been like working together for years now.
Working with Soli and Soli Productions gave Cass that confidence to know she was beautiful inside and out. And it helped her find where she wanted to be.
Angie and Cassie means a lot to me, and nothing but gratitude, and just feel humbled and blessed that I get to be a part of this with them.
Everyone has the beauty in them to shine. And the whole community's that way.
I'm proud of Soli and the work she's done. I'm proud of the Soli team and the talent. Like it is truly a family and community. Soli has a lot of things that I value in my own life that I was brought up with. Not judging, empowering people, seeing the good in everybody. Everybody has something good in them. And helping people to stand on their own and showcase themselves. That's something I was brought up, being taught to do. And I see all those values in Soli.
Providing that platform for her to do what she was doing and is doing now, I hope it inspires other people who are dealing with things like her or other obstacles in their life that they have to overcome, that if you go at it, and for us on this end who have access to giving these opportunities, that we don't limit people because of our perception of what they're capable of doing.
There's going to be lots of people that tell you you can't and give you reasons why you can't. and try to prevent you from succeeding in different ways. And my biggest advice for that is to just keep going. Prove them wrong and show them proof.
Are you nervous about tomorrow? Are you anxious about, in general, when you kind of perform in front of people, doing whatever you do?
Delinda Trudel is Gabby's mom, and I met her through signing Gabby. And once Gabby came, she brought the whole family. Delinda is just a pure joy. When I first met her, immediately she was looking out for me. She wanted to make sure that I was getting access to opportunities for the actors on my roster that she was aware of.
My agency is called Aspiring Artist Management. I realize that, many businesses see other businesses as competition, I guess, in that sense, but I don't know, I think there's enough work to go around for everybody, and I think that the more we collaborate, the more opportunities it creates.
I think having this partnership and not seeing it as a competition between representations and agencies is super important, because it's not. At the end of the day, we're all here because we love doing the same thing, and we should want to support and help others to grow.
Just that act of kindness stopped me for a minute, because I hadn't had it yet in the game, in the market here. I haven't had anyone in that particular space be genuine with me being in the game. I've always felt like I've been on this island alone. To have Delinda walk into my life as the momager of one of my models, yet as a competitor within a safe space where we could collaborate, compete all at the same time and look out for each other. Finding someone that I can walk this path with is reassuring.
Their relationship is really cool to me because I feel Solitha is so bright and vibrant, and she's just full of so much life and so much energy. And my mom was a bit more reserved, I feel, until she met Solitha, but I feel like when they're together, it's just Solitha makes everything so much more fun and so much more vibrant. She definitely helped my mom in that way, and them together, I think it's an amazing partnership.
She was one of the individuals at our mind and body training session before our big show. She took the models through, a session where it was about their mental health and about ways that they can calm themselves, and go through different techniques with them that is so often overlooked in our industry. It's often about just the beauty aspect of it, and people forget the mind, body, and soul aspect that needs to also be balanced in order for them to perform at their best. And she brought that to Soli Productions, something she does with her own talent at the AAM.
It helps me with my talent who maybe are struggling with stage fright or whatever it is, and help to give them some tips and tools to kind of overcome that, to, get past the obstacles holding them back.
Mental health is something today that I don't think a lot of people really take credit for, because they're just like, oh, you're sad because you're a teenager, or you have body issues because you're a dancer. No, because those things aren't natural. That's not how it should be.
What young people don't often, or maybe older people as well, I don't know, but what they don't often understand is that that image that you see is a perfect moment. It's made perfect either through filters, or it's made through staging, or it's made through cropping. I don't know, whatever you do to adjust the image, that's not the real image. Do you know what I mean? It's not reality for the most part. You don't see all of the things that got to that point, or you don't see what was altered in that photo either. So it is hard for younger people because, their brains are still developing, so they're not, won't get into all that technical stuff, but, so they don't quite grasp that as well, unless it's kind of pointed out or they're kind of made aware of it. If you don't have someone, though, kind of guiding you through that or pointing those things out to you, it can definitely be a dangerous road or path for some.
She's so wise and so smart, and all of her knowledge can help someone. I know it's helped me indefinitely. I know it can help so many other people. So having everyone sit down and really listen to what she had to say, I think I could 100% see the mindset change into the rehearsal for the actual show the next day.
We all know the ocean, the waves are calming anyway in that sense, so I think the beach was definitely, it was a really good option for that. We talked about visualization for one. We did some breathing exercises so they can do it to calm themselves before having to go out on the runway.
It was great to see everyone really paying attention. It just shows how much everyone cares in this industry. With Solitha, everyone cares what they're doing. And they were all sitting in a circle. Everyone was reading the pamphlets very attentively. They were asking questions, which is really great because if you don't ask questions, you can't learn.
They were very open and very receptive to kind of what I had to say, what I was sharing with them. They opened up and shared some of their own stories with their struggles, either with their mental well-being or just some of the obstacles that would hold them back. So it was really great. Some of the younger models seemed to really like hearing some of the older, more experienced models' sort of stories and how they overcome some of that stuff.
So guys, we're gonna be training. So we're gonna do the workout for a section, and then we're gonna hit the runway because this was my runway back in the Caribbean. Right here to the beach.
It was a surprise. I did not know that.
We're gonna do workout or something.
I just heard the meditation part, and I was like, okay. And then she just said that, and I'm like, oh.
I did the mind, Tyree did some of the body, but then, you know, Solisa came in to put it all together and do some training with them. And making all of those connections, I think, is important.
All right, chin up.
Doing everything at Crystal Crescent, it just felt so natural. Even practicing the walk there was super fun. You were doing it in nature. While it was still practice, it also felt really carefree, which I think is really important because we get so serious and we get so tense when we're told to do something on the runway. So seeing the energy switch at the beach, I think we were able to carry some of that calmness into it as well.
Raya, get in there.
There's so many people growing up from so many different places who have helped me really build up to the person I am today, and there's people who I owe everything to. I've been in so many other places where there's so much negative energy and there's so much tension, but here, everyone together, it's literally family. You've got the goofy siblings. They literally all feel like siblings, like we're all here doing the same thing, and then Solitha's the mom right at the top. That's literally what this agency feels like.
I have full trust in Solisa. They're being guided by someone who has their best interests at heart.
1, 2, 3, 4.